what would you like the world to know about Pastor Bosse, and how did she influence you?
What I would like the world to know about Pastor Bosse is, first of all, she's the better half of my family. So people who know me and people who have come to love me or fall in love with me, they should know that I have a better partner at home. I'm the worst. They've just made the worst side.
Yeah, take a look at her. She looks amazing.
Yes, she's not just beautiful. She's not just the beautiful part of my family physically. You know, a man would never be able to compete with a wife in terms of beauty, but inside as well, she's the perfect lady. If there is anything like a perfect person in the world, not just as a woman or as a wife, but as a person generally, I think Pastor Bosse will qualify for that competition, for that quality of being perfect. I'm the ruffian, I'm the rough guy. I'm from the soil, I'm from the dust. Don't blame me, God picked me from there. But God picked from the flesh already. She refined. She was made from the refined part of the man. So, so I can understand why I cannot compete. I cannot even begin to compare myself to her. She's, first of all, we have different temperaments. I am I'm not aleric, but aleric type, lousy, loud, and
charismatic.
Charismatic, yes, charismatic type. But my wife is, she's the most serene, peaceful, harmonious person. She is much more, I regard myself as a very organized person. Being organized and everything being in order is one of the big things for me. But Pastor Bosse is even much more organized than me. I am big on details, but she is even much more detailed than me. And she's no nonsense. She doesn't waste her time to do, on many things that I would waste my time for. She's a more private person. I am more public person. And I think we have very good kids, and mainly that's all thanks to her. And she's very diligent. She, she takes her time with everything. She plans everything. She goes to bed almost at the same time every night. That I cannot even imagine that happening to me. Wakes up at the same time every morning. For me, it depends on when I go to bed. I think the biggest thing I would really like to, I remember there was a time somebody was asking me about the length of skirts and the lady should be wearing, a wife should be wearing. And I said no husband should be telling the wife how to dress or what to wear. I think maybe what motivated and formed that my ideology will probably be because of my life with Pastor Bosse, because she has given me so much freedom to be myself. She's not trying to change me. She could tell me what she thinks, she could advise me, but she's given me so much liberty, so much that I just have to respond the same way. It has to be reciprocal. And so I think that I cannot even imagine me limiting my wife in anything. So I give her all the freedom she deserves as well. And she's, I cannot even imagine myself telling my wife what to wear, what not to wear, or where to go or not, where not to go, or asking my wife for permission to do something. That makes me to want, it looks like an insult, like me insulting her. But my wife, Pastor Bosse, is too good to be insulted. I cannot imagine that happening. I don't want to, I cannot even begin to order or to prohibit her from doing anything. It doesn't even come in my wildest dream. I think that's the attitude that any man should have towards their wives, to honor them all the time, and not to violate their privacy or to incur into their right, and or to not to even see them as less individual or less a person than the man. And so Pastor Bosse, she's a great light for the world. It's a pity that not everybody in the world knows her yet. But I think our light is shining gradually, and our star is going to shine brighter by the day. And the whole world will soon discover that there's a great, great gift of wisdom in that lady. She is the teacher of the house. People like my teachings, but you need to listen to Pastor Bosse. You will really enjoy our teachings, maybe more. And I can keep on talking about her all program, but I know you have other things to do in this program, so.